Well, hello everybody. I'm here. Over here, Shaun, Mr. Salula Bob. That was a brand new nickname that I just came up with. Uh,
It's a good one.
yeah, yeah. So this week's a play interesting me because we, of course, have some news about baseball. Robots possibly being entered in our lives, and of course, we'll recap the wild card and preview the next round, and then NBA, there are a lot of talks about NBA. You know, the Celtics made a trade. They could be trade Marcus Smart, which is a little interesting. And you know, they extended him last summer. But anyways, let's start off with some baseball. So robot empires. So originally they were in like a Atlantic League, which is like college, I guess. And then now next summer they'll be in the AAA system. So there's gonna be like robot empires who is gonna be controlling all of the things. So you like this new thing that they're doing with robot.
Okay. What do you think about it?
Well, so I think I don't know. I don't like the robot empires. Like, I like you could challenge the call if you want to, but I don't think they should add robot empires to like the major leagues because then it just ruins all the fun.
Yeah.
Because
I think it goes back and forth. Um, because what it does is like it now like the game isn't what it looks like to the umpire. The game
yeah,
is just the game,
yeah,
right? So like the robot's gonna make the call that's right, but it kind of like takes away the how genuine the game is,
yeah,
and it's kind of like I don't know. It just I guess I just don't feel like that would like, especially like with baseball, like it's kind of a dying sport. I
yeah,
don't feel like that's a move that's gonna bring people in. If anything, I think it's gonna make it worse.
yeah.
I feel like the fans of baseball want baseball for the way it is, and with robots taking over the game, I feel like it's kind of I don't know. It
Like
just
I
doesn't
mean,
feel it doesn't
yeah,
feel like America's pastime
yeah,
if it- if part of the game is a robot.
yeah. Because like I it because in baseball a lot of empires make bad calls and strikes and it's like the end of the game. And I know like sometime last year or something, I was playing the Yankees, and this ball was like a foot away from home plate, and umpire called a strike, and everyone was booing. Like I like that. But if you
Yeah.
get rolled by umpires, you're not going to feel that like excitement. And I'm a junior umpire, so when I make a bad call and players are bitching at me, so say, I like it because it feels like I'm a bad guy, and I like
Yeah.
it. But
You
if you get rid
square
of
up with the
that,
batter.
and especially in the major league, there will be obviously less fight-ins with umpire and call frees instead of me like, come on, robot, that's not a strike free. And it's just gonna be dumb
Yeah.
fights then. And I
Yeah.
feel like baseball. I don't think baseball needs that to fix the game. I feel like it just need to fix the pace of play because sometimes it goes less than 3 hours, sometimes it goes 5 hours. So
Right.
I think you need to find a balance, and hopefully with the new CBA, they kind of fix that. I doubt they would, but they are going to meet on Monday, which is in 2 days, to figure out the CBA. Now, hopefully they do play baseball on time, and I do have a theory on why. Because you know why? Mostly all the tickets are out for the April May games because the Red Sox released them yesterday. I kind of want to go to a game because I like baseball. Um, so do you think they'll get a new CBA done before spring training or what?
May I think so. If anything, it's not going to go the whole way into
Yeah,
spring. It's not going to like go longer than the spring training. Like
yeah,
even if it doesn't like finalize before spring training, like I don't think it'll take like all the way into like April, you know.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, because I think a lot of people saying if they get it done by early April, they're just gonna cut off like 2 weeks of spring training games and just play 2 weeks worth of it, like
Yeah.
starting in March instead of February, which and I guess there was a report that the Red Sox were doing a mini camp with non-40 men league guys, so people not on like the 40-man roster are going to attend and down in Fort or wherever it is, Fenway South next week. But they are banning reporters, which is a little weird. But there's going to be a good amount of players. Players, I think, it's like on the list like right now, uh, like 30. So they have a couple outfielders. Um, and Nick York is going to be there. It's a new draftee, not from this year, but I think the year before. So hopefully, with that being in the mind, hopefully that means that they are going to work to play. And that means they don't have minor leaguers play in the major leagues, which if that does happen when there is a new CBA, they can like get like 401k or they are like this real shit for their money, which just sucks for them. But that's the way that they have to go sometimes, which I feel like they will play, even if it's just minor leaguers playing who will never get a shot at playing the major league. That's just going to suck, really, because then you just see this horrible quality of play. You see so many more errors, and just will suck.
I think it's interesting to see the new people. It's kind of like what's it called? Like in the NBA with all the protocols and
Yeah,
like, they have all these like G leaguers or like young guys or old guys coming back. I think it's interesting to see the like new people, regardless of the sport, even though it
yeah,
might not be like as high of a quality. I think
yeah,
it's kind of fun to learn
yeah.
learn new names.
Yeah, and also you think about like the minor leaguers who never get a shot to play in the major
Right.
leagues. Like they're probably hoping for a shot so they can play at say a Fenway Park,
Right.
um, Los
Wrigley.
Angeles, yeah, Wrigley or anything. But I feel like the MLB does want to do that because one, that would probably lose more interest in the sport, and I know that they don't want that, and I feel like it would be play dumb for them to announce it sometime during the Super Bowl weekend. I would
Yeah.
probably expect it like the week after the Super Bowl, if anything now. Because now it's just like if they announce it, someone will talk about for like a day and it'll just be back to football. So
Right.
I don't I mean if it does something happen Monday, it'll probably I doubt anything would happen Monday, but I just hope that whenever they do announce it, it's not like at 8 p.m. during like a Super Bowl. I don't want that because then no one's gonna talk about it for a week. And but oh
Right.
yeah, the CBA is now there's baseball, and people just won't forget about it. They need when they announce it, they need a time slot to do it. Like when the Patriots signed Cam Newton, it was at 8 p.m. on Sunday night in like June. Nobody was talking about anything, and they announced it, and all like the major news outlets or sports outlets were talking about it, and they got publicity. That's the MLB, and they kind of need to think about it, and they probably do in the back of their head. Say, like, okay, let's wait until after the Super Bowl. So maybe that's when they do it. That's my theory going into this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, I think they would do that because you want as many people talking about the sport as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, because not nobody talks about baseball until after Super
Hmm.
Bowl. Like they're lucky if they talk about it. You know, I mean, don't the summer a lot of people talk about it because nothing else. But once they get into August and people talk about football games, they only have until like they only have the months of like I say June and July to really talk about it, and that's why they do the All Star game only in July, not in like August or late in the season. But um, so anything else about baseball you have or not?
Um, no,
No.
I don't know. There's I don't know. I doubt he's gonna come up this year, but I want to see what's his name, Blaze Jordan play for
Oh
the
yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like he might play for the Blue Sox. Maybe.
yeah
I feel like I think he's on the triple A roster, but Well, I think it's on the 40-man roster, maybe. So that's why he's not doing in the camp. But I
Yeah.
would like to see a Woo Sox game because that's a brand new spanking stadium. And I don't know how much it was, but Worcester is a new developing city in Massachusetts. Let's say they're trying to make more people go west because a lot of people are moving to Boston now. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's talk about football. Now, the Patriots got whooped last week 47-17. That sucked. Then that,
That was bad.
yeah, that was bad. Because, actually, I was at the Celtics and Bulls game, and I would say I had more fun in that because just, you know, the Celtics won. But that I was, I looked at a score at halftime and I was like, man, they suck, Everyone thought, oh, they could maybe win, but it was no hope. It was
Yeah.
I hope that they have a plan next year or can improve, and I think that could happen, but I predicted the Patriots go to Super Bowl. I should have known better that they wouldn't get beat down, where I was
Yeah.
spanking by the Bulls. I think I was
The
hoping for
Bulls.
the fat factor from that that they won against them last time they played in Buffalo, and then
Mm.
but that obviously didn't work. So, do you have any thoughts on the Patriots game? I know it was bad.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I think the whole season, Mac Jones kind of like went above and beyond like his expectations.
Yeah,
But I mean, the playoff atmosphere is completely different.
yeah, and also it's cold. Like it was so
Yeah.
cold, and
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. But I know a bunch of times this season, Bill Belichick really protected him. Especially against that Bucks game, it was like 4th and 1, and we were all like, "Go for it." Instead, he let uh, I forgot Nick Folk hit the field goal, and then he missed it. But I think next year, I think we're gonna see Bill Belichick trust Mac Jones a little more to go for situations down in the
Yeah.
close game. But I think this season he didn't want to put all the pressure on him because rookie, all that, and also
Wookie. Right.
and also people say that he's the next top lady, but
Tom
that's a
Brady.
different story. It's a different situation. Let's just say, but well, think of him throwing at Cam Newton because man, he blows, especially against the he. I don't know how a team could have him. He's probably go to the Expo when that starts up again next year. But that just
I don't know. I
that's
think he might be in for another MVP season. I don't know. I could see it.
yeah. I mean, he's only was good catching up front, but I really hardly doubt it. Uh, but the Bengals did do it. Michael's happy about that one.
The
The
Bengals.
Chiefs beat the Steelers, put Big Ben into his retirement, 42-21. That was the score. And the Williams beat the Cardinals 34-11. And the Cowboys obviously lost. Jerry Jones is very mad, disappointed. They lost by 23-17. That end of play, I don't know why they called Dak Prescott to one of the middle, and they didn't have time to spike it, and they were saying, "Oh, the ref was in the way." No, he wasn't. You were just so dumb. You should have just threw a pass and step out bounds. That's how you're going to win. Not do that play. Like
Yeah.
that was just so dumb. And I was just like these
I mean, it
these
didn't really look like he had receivers open though.
yeah.
I don't think that was the first option.
Yeah, and obviously not, but I think the defense was kind of hoping he would just run up the middle because like he had a clear path,
Right.
But I mean, well, there's always next year for them top Cowboys, as they say. But anyways, the second round. Let's get those matchups ready. Do division playoffs. Um, who is playing tonight? So the Bengals are playing the Titans tonight at 4:30. I think the Titans could win it because Derrick Henry's coming back, but I don't know. Do you have other thoughts on that one?
Um, I'd take the Bengals.
Angles, you do.
I do.
Yeah. I mean, it's a, here's the thing. Titans are what? The fourth seed in their conference.
Yeah.
So, it's a team who played last week or it's a team who hasn't played in 2 weeks and also they're Derrick Henry back and some of the good players. So it's gonna be a close one than other people think. But
Yeah.
also the Packers and the 49ers. I think that's gonna be the end for the 49ers, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers is definitely gonna win this one. Maybe not next week, but that's a different story. I feel like if he wins the Super Bowl this year, somehow, I feel like he's gonna retire. But if he plays again, or or if he does play again, it'll probably be in Miami because they did release that coach and the raw reports when they released Brian Flores that Aaron Rodgers does want to like pick his next coach, let's say. So he could be going there and watch out for that. Then that'll be bad for the Patriots because the Dolphins are in the Patriots division, which is bad for them, as I say. But the Buccaneers and the Rams. So that's gonna be a very close one. Our old boy Tom Brady is gonna get the Rams. That's gonna be a good one. Sunday, 3 p.m. You'll need to buckle down for that one.
And they're both. I mean, they're both really well-rounded teams.
Yeah.
But I just think like Tom Brady just wins. Like he's just a winning player. I don't. I can't. I don't know. I feel like it's harder to not imagine Tom Brady making it to at least one more round. Never mind just like a Super Bowl than like seeing him in it. Like it's a lot easier to see him winning on Sunday.
Yeah, but a lot of people saying this could be his last game because I think his contract's gonna be up, or if not, people saying he might retire. But if he loses to the Rams, I don't know if that's the way he wants to go out, or he's gonna lose and say, "Oh, like fine, I pass the torch to Justin Hope or whoever's on the Rams." So, I could
Justin Herbert's on the Rams.
I thought he was. Who's the quarterback?
Justin Herbert?
No. Oh no, he's on the top Chargers. Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then all right, so I take that back. If he does lose to the Rams, that is definitely not the way he wants to go. Let me just make sure. Oh no, it's Jared Goff who's the quarterback. Right? Oh yeah, that's.
They don't have Matt Stafford. Is he out?
No, I thought he thought. All right, maybe I need to look at quarterback list. Oh no, it's Matthew Stafford. Maybe Jared Goff. No, I don't know. I don't pay attention to football that much, as you can tell. But the last game of the week is the Bills at the Chiefs. I really hope the Chiefs win that one, but at the same time, I want the Bills to win because I want an easy matchup for Tom Brady in the playoffs, not the Chiefs again. Because last year the only reason why he won because a bunch of players on the Chiefs had COVID-19 or in the protocol. So what could we tell from now? I was saying, like I won the Bills, so Tom Brady doesn't face the Chiefs again.
Yeah, I heard that part.
Yeah, but last year because of COVID, Chiefs had a bunch of players out, so it was easy for them to just whoop them, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would kind of want to see the Chiefs make it a little bit further, just because like I like Tom Brady and I do want him to win, but and I also like the Bengals. I want to see their young team.
I know, yeah,
they're exciting to watch. And the Titans because Derrick Henry's finally coming back.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see like how like the workload that they give him right away. But I don't know. I kind of want to see it's a toss up because like I want to see the Bengals, and
Yeah,
it might be difficult because they're the 4 going up against the 1, but
yeah,
I like and I just I like to watch them, but I kind of want to see Patrick Mahomes because I feel like last year in the Super Bowl,
he was robbed of it. Yeah,
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 because his team like it felt like every single time he hiked the ball, it was already a pass rusher. Like
yeah.
he was just like running in circles, and even still, like he was getting some really nice passes off,
Yeah,
and they just
and then one of his plays in the Super Bowl made like top 100, and it was like incomplete pass. I was like, how the hell did that happen? Like
yeah,
that's how good he is, and also, and like one of those like centers were out, so that's why that was probably happening. But
right.
uh, you know, hopefully that doesn't happen this year. But let's just hope that the NFL will do Patrick Mahomes right, not bury him 40-0 to the Bills. But who knows? That could all be well and done. But also, did you see during the game, Bruce Arians hit one of his safeties in the head, and he was fined $50,000 for it.
What was this?
It was the that last week's game. Um,
Mhm.
trying to find the video, but he like hit someone or a player in
Who
like the
who
head.
did?
Blue's alien hit like his own safety Andrew Adams
Oh,
on Sunday, and he said he was like trying to like push him back because like there was like a pile and he didn't want him to get a penalty, but I don't know I don't think that was a good excuse or something, but um I feel like that's just crazy because that yeah, cause he hits him right in the helmet. I'm looking at a video and then he just hits him, and then it's just like that's you shouldn't do that no matter what. Like you really shouldn't be hitting a player, even if you're trying to prevent something, because obviously you're gonna get fined, and he just got knocked off $50,000, which may not be a lot, to our parents it might be, but that's something else.
still 50,000 more than zero.
Yeah. Um. So, any thoughts on NFL?
Um, that I mean that I didn't see, but what I did see was the Cam Akers Buda Baker hit, and
Oh
that
yeah,
was scary.
yeah.
'Cause
I think it's fine now. Maybe I don't know. I'm not positive, but
I mean, I remember. I mean, obviously, it reminded me of Shazier, Ryan
oh,
Shazier when he went down with the spinal injury. But it also reminded me of Jalen Brown. Remember, he went up for
oh yeah,
that 1 foot two-handed dunk, and then the momentum he swung off, and then he like
yeah,
landed on his
yeah.
back, and then like I remember like they like
I
it's like his
think
like arm like froze. You see like what
yeah,
I'm talking about?
yeah,
It like looked like he just like went completely like stiff. It was like scary.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I was watching that game and I saw him land. And I was like, oh, that must have hurt, because like what NBA hoop is what 10 feet, so it's like 10 feet off the ground, and he's hanging
Right.
on to it, and he just leans back like that must have hurt. It must like shock him for at least like a good 10 seconds. Like what the
Yeah.
hell just happened? Because that's definitely scary. But uh, let's just hope that we have good NFL games this week. Um, not any blowouts because that would totally suck. And I would hope that the Bucks win, because if they don't, then boo hoo. Who am I going to root for now? The Bengals? Like, come on, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not just going to watch it. But anyways, any other thoughts, or that's it?
That's about it.
That's about it. Well, time for the most important time of the podcast. Drumroll, please. Stories of the week. Woohoo! I really love this part of the episode or podcast. So I will go first. My story. Let me get it open. So this is actually pretty funny. So this is from NBC News. This is from I don't know when it was. It was on the 18th. So from this week, early this week. And the headline says Louisiana Senator candidate Gary Chambers smokes marijuana weed in a new ad campaign, which I find very weird. But he says every 30 seconds, someone is arrested for a possession of marijuana, and it says, oh well, this is a treat. I hope this ad works to not only decimate the use of marijuana, but also force a new conversation that creates a pathway to legalize the benefit of drug and forgive those who were arrested due to the outdated thing. So that's pretty funny, I would say. But I don't know if you have any thoughts on that. A senator who's running for Senate in Louisiana smoking marijuana in the ad campaign. I don't think nobody's still wants to vote for him now, but that's just my piece of the cake.
I mean, I disagree. I think there's enough people to vote for it. Like, cause, I mean, it's kind of weird to be coming from Louisiana. You wouldn't think like a state like that would be
Yeah.
like someone from a state like that would be so like pro legalization.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's a way to get like a lot of
Oh,
it's aimed at a certain demographic. So and there's a like every year the amount of people that support it grows. So
I mean, hey, maybe it works, or maybe it just falls flat on his face, and he's like, okay, back to the
but I
drawing
mean,
board.
yeah. But like I don't like I kind of agree with him like saying what's it called? He wants to like prioritize like getting people out of jail that were
Yeah,
arrested for it because like if it's legal in some states and illegal in others, like I don't know. Or and even still like there's states where it's now legal and
yeah,
then there's still people serving prison
yeah.
time.
Like I mean, that's just dumb, really.
Yeah.
But that's it's kind of like I'm with that NCAA player. I forget what his name is, but like he won like a trophy, and he got like he had taken away because like of like some NCAA money rules, but now they allow players to make money and he's not gonna get that trophy back. So hey,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same thing, It's
Right.
but uh, I find it very weird. Now I I don't know how many people smoke weed in Louisiana, but if there was more than 50% who smoke weed, that might be a good thing for him. But I mean, I don't know about that one because it's a little controversial. I'm surprised it hasn't got so much news outlets talk about it, but maybe there hasn't. I haven't been paying attention, but that's just my thing. So, you have your story ready?
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
Yeah. Well, you're pulling up. Let me talk about this. Tomorrow, there's going to be a special podcast. Me and Jake recorded a few days ago, but a special podcast tomorrow with a very special guest. So you just have to stay tuned and watch out for that one. That's very fun. Uh, and then also, and also we are making a little something 2K too. So you just have to watch out for that. And also, obviously, just watch anything that the buds do because we are the best in the world. So,
All right, here we go. It took me a while to find it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, at least you told me that.
So it looks like a news reporter. Hold on here. She was talking about how her husband at the time was a criminal and his crimes were being reported as she was a news anchor.
Yeah, which is very weird, I say. Yeah, that's just one of the weird things that you have to talk about that to your own husband, and that just something that was probably not going to be well with the family, I suppose.
So it looks like she the one that reported his reported him?
Uh, trying to look right now, but
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. I think like she's reporting them, or at least I'm reporting them, but I don't know, she has to be reporting about it if she's a news anchor. Yeah,
Right.
because yeah, that has to be it. Yeah, but man, that's just weird. Like say if like I was like I was a news reporter on say like Channel 5 or something, and something came out like one of my friends were in jail for something dumb, and I had reported and just like that doesn't feel right. Because you're reporting about something that and if that's your husband, that's not going to sit well with the wife, I would suppose. That's going to be a lot of yelling when they come back home, or he's still home or something.
Yeah. I mean, so I mean, it looks like yeah, that kind of that was bad.
And also says that they had two daughters.
Yeah.
So, uh, and I guess she's, it says, like she's traveling on a book tour and sharing her stories with other readers. So,
Yeah.
that's weird. They probably definitely got divorced.
I
I
would
would
hope so.
yeah I would definitely think that I would I feel like that's something that if uh, there's no way that she's still married to that person. I can understand that your husband gets pulled over for something dumb, but it's
He's,
so
he was charged with 14 years in prison.
yeah.
That's
I mean that's once you're up there, and any amount if it's like a week, you're definitely gonna get divorced. Like, but if it's just a fine, then you're fine. Like for a while, you might get yelled for a week, but that's
that's Dylan, the marriage specialist.
yeah. Um, but man, that was weird. Um, so last night the Bruins somehow won. Somehow. Let me just pull up the thing. Well, actually, on top of Tuesday's game, they lost to a score of 7-1. 7-1. That was like, oh my! I was watching it. It was like 3-0 the fourth quarter, and I was like, man, this
Period.
Tuca guy. Yeah, they scored 5 goals in the first period, and Blues only scored one, and both teams scored nothing the second quarter, and second period, and the third period, then the Carolina scores two more, and the Bruins score absolutely zero, and I would just like to say, Tuca, that wasn't your best game. They definitely lost because of that one.
Yeah.
But I even the penalty minutes were low, but still, like they should have gave 7. I could understand it was like 2 or 3, but
Mhm.
7, that's a lot in hockey. Like really, like that shouldn't be happening. Like that's let's just like say that much. But they did bounce back on Thursday, and they did win against the Capitals. It was on see and here's the thing with this new ESPN Plus thing. So this game was only on ESPN Plus. You couldn't watch on Nesson, which I find a little bullish, but ESPN wants to make their money in hockey, and that's how you're going to do it. So I had to, like, text my dad for the effing password for ESPN Plus, and then it's like I don't know why it can't be on like Nesson because sometimes when it's on like ESPN or TNT, it's still on NBC Sports Boston for the Celtics, but
Mm.
it's but because say you're a diehard Bruins fan and you can't watch the Bruins because on ESPN Plus and you can't afford it, that just sucks for you. I feel like ESPN just wants you to like pay for like ESPN Plus so they can make more money, off this
I mean,
new
obviously,
hockey
they're
deal.
a money making company.
Yeah, and like they want to make money, so they realize, oh, we can just have a bunch of games on just exclusive of ESPN Plus, and it's not gonna be on like their hometown networks. We're not going to do all that.
Mhm.
And NHL probably said, sure, if you give us X amount of money, which is probably a bunch.
Right.
So, and they need a way to make up their money. So which I mean, I don't know. I just find that dumb. But they did win. They scored a last minute goal in at, at the end of the game. Just trying to see who scored. Um, that just all right. Let me get up the score. Yeah, but um, so so um, so a power play goal with about 45 seconds left was scored by Charlie McAvoy to put the Bruins ahead 4-3. And that was the game for you. There was every team scored at least one goal each period, but the Bruins scored two in the third to win it. Now, how do you feel about the Bruins this year? Do you think they can make the Stanley Cup or go deep?
I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like the rest of the Boston teams this year. They're just kind of
Like a decent
uh,
team who will
like a play,
do
maybe a
decent,
playoff
but
team. Like
yeah,
they're in there, but like a first round exit really.
yeah. It's kind of like
I
just
feel
with
like
the Patriots.
they're kind of in the middle of the road there, where like you're not a contender, but you're not good enough to like rebuild and get some young guys. So you really have to find those pieces where like in the draft you're gonna have to find you get some steals or
Yeah,
you're gonna have to make some moves in free agency or you're just gonna have to develop what you have. But they're kind of you know because I feel like they have a couple like younger stars, but
yeah.
most of their players that are higher profile are getting up there in age
Yeah,
or
like Blaine Washington, he's up there. He's probably
right.
retired in the next 5 years. He's not gonna be around for too long.
Yeah, Tuca's old too.
Yeah, and I feel like Joe McStrayman, he's probably if Tuga doesn't retire this year, he's probably gonna give it one more year for a full season.
Yeah,
But if he gets hurt one more time, I feel the Blues won't say no. You can come back as a coach or a mentor to these goalies, kind of like kind of what they're trying to do with Cam Newton, have him as a mentor for the beginning of the season, but eventually they just cut him because they realized only save money. But the Bruins are in a fourth place in Atlantic Division, 30 well, they're 23-12 and two overtime losses. Um, and they do play today. Let me just get that up. They play today at 3 p.m. against the Winnipeg
Winnipeg
Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, and I feel like and that's even on ESPN Plus. I think I don't think it's on Nesson. So that's gonna be another game that's gonna be you can only watch on ESPN Plus and you can't if you're too poor for it and you can't pay, you can't watch it, which sucks. But that's like I think that's the way everything will be moved to, sadly. But uh yeah, yeah, because even on the Monday game, that's gonna be an ESPN Plus, but then they play at 10 p.m. on Wednesday, and that's on TNT, and they have three more games on ESPN Plus. So that's too bad for them. But any other thoughts on the Bruins?
No, I mean I'm not really a big hockey fan, but
Yeah, me neither. But if they do something good, I'll
yeah,
talk about it. But if
they should
they
look
look
into signing.
decent.
They should look into signing local star Josh Lewis.
Yeah,
I think that would put them on the right track.
yeah, a
He's
little
looking
too
for
short, a little
he's
too
looking
short.
for a job, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't think he's I think he's gonna retire soon. From my sources, he's gonna be an electrician or a plumber or I don't think hockey's gonna be his life too many more. But he is refing some hockey games, so he could be an NHL ref. So NHL, watch out.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, that's your dog. Trying to say hi to me. But anyways, so hockey, I think we're good enough for that one. We gave its time, its
Mhm.
proper credit. But the only thing we haven't gave time to yet is drumroll please, basketball, the NBA. So let's start off with this. So so um so
Is
in
that good?
June, what's
You
good?
take a big sip.
Yeah, a bit sip. I need a bit sip. Anyway, so on July 18th, around 11:30, the Denver, Boston, and San Antonio make a three-team trade that includes Hernandez to the Spurs, Forbes to Denver, and Bull and Dozier to the Celtics. Now, Dozier is going to be out. He's a free agent, and they only did so they can save money. But Bobo might come back in 2 to 3 months, so he could be back, say, March, maybe April. Maybe you can get him for the playoffs if you do make the first round. Which right now they're what 10 seed or 9 seed, so they're going to be in the playing tournament. So if they do win, they win, and they lose to the Nets again. But do you like the Celtics getting Bobo this year or this time?
I don't really think it's that big of a trade, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that was just a cap space move.
Yeah. If anything.
Honestly, this might be a hot take, but I honestly don't think Bol is an NBA player. I really he doesn't he didn't play on the Nuggets.
That
Like
much.
he was a late second round pick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
He's talented for his size, but I mean,
Yeah.
especially in the Celtics, he's not going to play more than he did in Denver. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a player that he's first of all he's just like really soft. He's not very strong, but
Yeah.
the benefit of him is he's talented for his size, but the only way that he can use that is if he's a ball dominant player, and you're not going to have another ball dominant player that's going to get minutes because we have Tatum and Brown,
Yeah.
who can do it way more consistently than he ever will be able to.
Well, Tatum on the hand that maybe, on some nights he's good, like he's bad. But Jaylen Brown, you can, Jaylen Brown has a nights once a month. Let's say he might have a bad game, but Tatum it might be 2 times a month. So I would just like to say that much about them. I know that Michael totally slams on Tatum. Every time he gets on, he's like, "Oh, Tatum sucks," which I do agree he does suck, but not to the thought that Michael thinks. Yeah, I think he is worth the money. He does get paid, but he's not overhyped that much. But I think
I think Boston fans kind of give him too much credit, but like I think around the rest of the NBA, I think he's properly rated. I don't really think I don't know. I don't think he's like that bad.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Bobo's probably going to go to the main Celtics up in Portland when he gets healthy. They're going to ship him up there and then trade him in the offseason for something. So that's really that much on the trade fund. But the Celtics did lose to the Hornets on Wednesday. They lost. Man, that thought set, I was like, okay, maybe the Celtics could come back, and they did. But as you know, they blow a lead and they done, they lose. So now they're 20, so they're just at 500, 23, and they're 15-9 at home, which is not too bad, but I feel like if the Celtics want win, they are playing the 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 Wizards on tomorrow at 3 p.m. So let's just hope that the Celtics could maybe beat Bradley Beal that could be on the team soon. Let's just say soon. Because they could always, because there was a rumor going around that Smart might be traded soon. So maybe you could trade Smart in there. Maybe you need to add another player in there. I feel like this Bradley Beal thing, I feel like Tam's gonna stay here for a while. You don't need Beal, or else he's gonna demand a trade. And you don't want another Ben Simmons situation, Boston. Like you don't want that. So I think I think how the NBA is going now is you're going to need to make players happy, or else they're not going to play, and that's why with Ben Simmons. And I doubt he's going to play the rest of this year. He's
I
done.
hate Ben Simmons. I think
Yeah,
he's a baby.
yeah, he's a baby. Like, come on, just play. I know that say I coach that I wouldn't like, I would still play. Even though I didn't like the coach, I would still play and give it my all. But I feel like Ben Simmons with this money, he's oh yeah, I don't care about this. Just trade me. I won't play. He doesn't care. And why is there the team on him? Like just like Kyrie, why the Nets want him? Why? Because you don't bring Kevin Durant. They did that. But I bet you if Kevin Durant goes some other place, like the Lakers, let's say, who goes back to Warriors, the Warriors aren't gonna want Kyrie on the team. So I don't know. So any thoughts on the Celtics, trade wise or play wise, anything?
I don't think they're gonna trade uh, Smart. I think I think Brad likes him too much. I don't think they get rid of him. I think they need to not get blown away by a trade, but like
Yeah.
I think they would need to be like it would need to be like obviously that they're winning the trade.
Yeah. Which is a problem that Danny Ainge had because he wanted to win every trade. Uh
Yeah.
so and when Black came in, we were like, oh, he trade Kimba for Horford. How good is that trade? Well, the Celtics might want that trade for now, but uh, y-
I
you
think they
know,
need to get Horford out of there. The contract is terrible. I
yeah,
don't think he's very good.
yeah. I don't know. It's something with Horford that I like about him, but sometimes I don't think he's a player he used to be. I I really don't think so. But
I think the Celtics would do really good if they picked up John Wall.
uh,
Like I think you pick up John Wall, you put him in the starting lineup, get rid of Schroeder, give Pritchard more minutes.
yeah.
Just test the waters with John Wall. I think John Wall is underrated.
Yeah, like I know he's been injured and was on the Rockets, but he's not even playing. So I don't know what's happened down there in Houston. Houston, we have a problem. So I
That was a good
don't
one.
yeah, I thank you. So I don't know what's gonna happen down there in Houston. But I will say though is that I doubt the Celtics are on straight spot. There's probably someone from the Jazz organization probably trying to boost that out and see if any other teams would bite. But Smart brings something that other teams don't have, which is defense and hustle play, which I do see in Neesmith. So I feel like maybe if they do trade Smart, maybe Neesmith can be the next uh, heart of the soul of the team. So I know that's gonna go, but um they do play the Wizards tomorrow.
Mhm.
What you want Beal on the team or are you like on it?
I mean, yeah, but it would just I don't know how you'd get him. We don't really have assets that we can give away. I mean, we're not a team that has like really good draft picks.
Yeah,
We're
it's
not a team that we has like really young stars with potential that you can be like, okay, maybe they're not producing right now, but people see that they might have value, so we can trade them away for someone that can help us now. Like they don't really have people like that. And
yeah,
then they have Tatum and Brown,
yeah.
and they're not getting rid of them.
Yeah. So it says he can Bradley Beal can potentially be a free agent in 2022. So this offseason, I would assume. If he declines his player option. Now if that does happen, he could go to the Celtics. Now I don't think he's gonna get so much money because they are paying Brown, Tatum, they don't play Williams, and that happens, and they're already paying Smart, so that does happen. It's probably something like they're not going to sign Dennis Schroeder again. No, not sadly, but they probably make Beal play the two and just have Smart start pulling guard or something. But I would watch it for this off season. I feel like it's gonna be a quiet trade season, not trading that much because probably just trying to get ready for Beal this off season if that does
Yep.
happen. And if Beal doesn't like Washington, um, that could be something. Now let me just look up the Washington uh Wizards standings because if they're good, maybe Beal wants to stay there. Uh,
I don't think they're very good.
yeah. Oh well, they're actually the same record as the Celtics. Well, one less loss, but they're ninth and the Celtics are 10th. So the season did end today. The Celtics would play the Hornets in the playing game. Don't know how we feel about that one. But the Wizards would play the Raptors. That would be a closer game. But um hopefully the Celtics move along and they're in the top six. But I don't know if the Celtics don't do too well. I really don't like their chances to win the finals this year. Yeah. Um. So have you seen the League All Star jerseys?
No, I haven't.
No. So well, I put in the notes the link, but a few days ago there was a leak and let's just say the All Star jerseys. If this was it, it kind of sucks. It's just it's all white. You can barely see the names on the back. It's really not that good looking. Let's just say so. Um, obviously in the front it says NBA logo in the All Star, but if this was it, um, I would pretty much hate it, but it's pretty looking bad. Um, and the All Star game is soon. It's in Cleveland. It's in next month. So we'll see about that one. But any other thoughts about NBA or something? Nope.
Nope.
Who would your starting five be for the East, or who would you vote?
For the East,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, Giannis, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I'm kind of biased. I kind of like Van Vliet.
Yeah.
Maybe not a starter, but I think he could get an appearance this year. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think he's been playing really good.
Yeah. I feel like fan Fleet will probably I don't know, but it's going to be a very I would hope that the Tatum starts again, but that's just my opinion. But it is what it is, don't they say? So any other thoughts about NBA or now? You're done with that.
Nope.
Nope. I will say it was a disappointing loss last night to the Blazers. We didn't talk about that actually at all. So they did lose to the Blazers last night. I will say that was pretty disappointing. They sure won last night. They lost by 4 points. Tatum went up for his usual 3-pointer, and Robert just tried and back it in, and it obviously missed. So the Celtics lost again. So let's just hope that they win tomorrow, but don't be shocked if they blow a 10-digit lead again and lose by 25 to the Wizards, which is sadly the way that the Boston fans are used to it now. But uh, dude, so dude, so if I ask you this right now, who would you say who's going to win the Royal Rumble for West?
The Royal Rumble
Yes,
of WWE.
yes. We're on top of wrestling.
That actually might be the worst question to ask me.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't have the odds up. Let me just find them. But
I'm not sure that was in the rundown.
yeah, no, that well, I mean, yeah, that might have been. But anyways, right now, the men's Royal Rumble odds. Drew McIntyre has the number one odds, and followed by Big E, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, The Rock, AJ Styles, Omos, Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor. So, off the names I just read you, who would you say who would win of those odds?
You say Seth Rollins?
Yeah, I said Seth Rollins, but he is going to face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, but he's probably going to beat him. So I don't think he's going to win. I doubt that. I would personally, I would probably pick Big E to win and challenge probably Seth Rollins if he does beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But that's just my take. Yeah. And also Royal Rumble is next Saturday. It's a Saturday, not Sunday. Now they do Saturday pay-per-views. Well, actually, no. They don't call them pay-per-views now. Now they call them premium live events.
Premium.
Which is I understand that because now you're not paying for it on like the cable. Now it's all on the Peacock, or as I say, the cock, and it's on there, and you don't have like pay. Well, you have to pay for Peacock, but it's not like you're paying like $60 for pay-per-view. If you have Xfinity, like I do, I don't know if you have it, but you already get Peacock, so you just watch it, and they can always get more viewers out of that, than the WWE network, and that's why they sold it for $1 million for 4 years. They'll pay-per-view rights, so that's gonna be fun, isn't that?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes. Well,
I'm
we
excited.
are getting to the end. Well, at the end. So anything else? Anything? Then that'd be sports related. Anything else you want to say?
I mean, going back to basketball, I was gonna say, despite the Celtics losing a tough one, Puberty Tanners.
Oh yeah.
Knocked off Winthrop.
Yeah.
Moved to 7-3 on the season. 3 games away from
the playoffs.
Getting a spot in the tournament.
Yeah.
At the end of the season.
All right then. Well, that shall be fun. But anyways,
you better be at one of those games.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna go last time, but nobody wanted to go, and I wasn't going to push Matthew to go or anyone else. But anyways, you can follow Bud's social medias at _the Buds. You can follow me on all the social media, same with Shaun, and all the social media links will be down below because I'm too lazy to say them all. So we will catch you on, actually tomorrow, the Buds podcast special. Me and Jake don't film, we filmed it, and it's a special guest. But next week I will reveal the February list of the guest. You might already know who that is because I might have said that before. But anyways, I'll talk to you next month.